I was 21 when I took the night shift at a gas station off Route 17 because my communications degree turned out to be worthless and rent doesn't pay itself. Phil, the owner, walked me through the place the next day. He showed me where things were, what was expected, and how to work the register. "You'll get some strange customers sometimes," he said, "but you'll be fine." The station sat alone on a stretch where semis do 80 and headlights pass but never stop. I'd been there for maybe 40 minutes when I started feeling like I was being watched. I kept checking the security monitor but saw no one. Around midnight, I stepped out for a cigarette when I found this man standing across the highway. He was perfectly still and probably watching me. Suddenly, a truck thundered past between us, and when it cleared, he was gone. I stood there for a minute, staring at the empty space where he'd been, telling myself I'd imagined it. I didn't, because 20 minutes later, somebody knocked on the glass door. I looked up, and there he was. He was maybe 5'10", and had long brown hair that needed cutting. He was average and forgettable, the kind you'd walk past at the grocery store and wouldn't remember. "You open?" he asked, even though the open sign was glowing bright above his head. When I pointed at the sign, he chuckled, apologized, and stepped in. He moved through the aisle slowly, running his fingers along the shelves. I watched him on the monitor, with one hand near the panic button Phil had showed me. He picked up chips, put them back, touched a bottle of motor oil, put that back too. He picked up a candy bar, read the label, and put it back as well. Eventually, he walked to the counter with a pack of cigarettes in his hand. "Long shift, huh?" He smiled. I rang him up without answering. He counted out exact change, one coin at a time, as he kept trying to make conversation. I wanted to scream at him to move faster, but he seemed to be determined to stay put. "You work here by yourself?" he asked, handing me the amount.
No, my coworkers are in the back.
I lied. "That's smart." He pocketed the cigarettes. "A pretty girl like you shouldn't be alone out here. A lot of weird people on these roads at night, you know?" The way he said it made my stomach turn. "Hey, can I use your bathroom?" Before I could tell him it was out of order or employees only, but he was already moving toward the back hallway. I buzzed him through and watched the monitor as he disappeared into the men's room. Minutes passed. My finger kept hovering over the panic button. I kept telling myself to press it, but what would I say? A customer is using the bathroom for too long? After about 10 minutes, the door finally opened. He walked out and came right up to the counter. "Hey, so the toilet's clogged back there. I tried fixing it, but made it worse." He paused. "You should probably look before it floods. Don't want you getting in trouble." My throat closed up.
All right, I'll check it.
"I mean, you should. Like right now. It's pretty bad. Come on, I'll help you." I opened my mouth to say it was fine, but his hand had already closed around my wrist first. "Just real quick." I tried to yank my hand free and dig my heels, but his grip tightened and he pulled harder. I told him to let me go. He ignored my protests and chuckled. Panic flooded in. We were alone. I didn't know what to do. I glanced at the door. It was too far. Even if I ran, he'd catch me in no time. My heart started hammering. Tears pricked at the back of my eyes. The bathroom door was just a few feet away. Just then, the door chime rang, and a trucker walked in. "You got a bathroom?" The man's hand released my wrist instantly. He smiled at the trucker, nodded at me, and walked out calmly, like he had all the time in the world. Through the window, I watched him cross the lot until the darkness swallowed him. I kept staring at that spot where he disappeared, half expecting him to come back. My legs gave out. I sat behind the counter while the trucker used the bathroom. My wrist throbbed where he'd held it. There were red marks on my skin in the shape of his fingers. I immediately called 911. I don't remember what I said. It took them 20 minutes to arrive. I begged the trucker to keep me company till then. They checked the restroom. There was no clog. The toilet was fine. But sitting on the closed lid was a plastic grocery bag. Inside, they found duct tape with the end already torn off for quick application, a knife with its blade wiped clean, and a Ziploc bag full of pills crushed into powder. Everything was arranged neatly like a kit he'd assembled for a specific purpose. They took the bag and asked questions. One officer told me those pills were meant to cause rapid unconsciousness. You probably wouldn't remember anything after, he said. That's the point. I quit the next morning, texted Phil I wasn't coming back. He didn't try to change my mind. The cops are still investigating, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere. 3 weeks later, I connected with this girl who'd worked there before me on Facebook. She lasted 3 days, said something felt wrong but couldn't explain it. When I pushed, she told me Phil was always hiring young women for the night shift, said the turnover was insane. Most people don't last a week.
They just stopped showing up.
She said.
Some didn't even quit officially. They just disappear and never come back.
She told me I was lucky. It doesn't make me feel any better. I still think about the girls who didn't get lucky, with a guy lurking in the dark, hiding sinister motives.